So I've had several people ask about how to make Lichtenberg designs. So I thought I would post a video on how I did it. First of all, you need a transformer. I got this one out of an old microwave. Most of the transformers are still good. It's usually the electronics that go bad in microwaves. But this is what it looks like. While you're there, go ahead and pull off the cord. Most of them will have these handy dandy little clips that'll fit right on here. And you need some clips. They don't have to be conductive, but it does get hot, so you'll melt your clips if you don't end up getting something that's metal. So all you do is you have your incoming power side with your handy cord here. And it doesn't matter which lead goes to which, because AC is not polarity sensitive. Hook up your two sides like that. Make sure you get a good ground connection. This has a coating on the outside of it, so I used a self-tapping bolt here. But if you don't have a self-tapping bolt, you'll have to grind off the coating, and you can actually see here on this corner where the coating came off. See what it looks like. On your output side, tie one lead to ground, and then find the lead that has the highest windings on it, which is this usually off by itself. These two are actually tied together on the inside of the windings. And tie one lead to the windings and one lead to ground. Now that I have my two leads hooked up, I put these large ends on them so it'd be easy to connect it up to a piece of wood, because this is actually a conductive piece right here. That's why you don't need your clamps or your clips to be conductive. And all you do, you can see right here, this one was sitting just like this on here, and the other one was sitting on the other side over here. I can't see where it was at, but it was somewhere over here. Now, as most of you know, wood is not conductive by itself, so you need to add something that is conductive. So if you get some baking soda, about a tablespoon of baking soda and 1 cup of water, mix it all up so it's really mixed up well, soluble, and then just paint it on with a sponge, and it will make it conductive. So when you're all hooked up, it'll look about like this, except for the surface will be wet with your baking soda solution in order for it to conduct. A couple of safety warnings here. Do not handle this thing when it's actually live. What I ended up doing was I took and I plugged this into a power strip that has a switch on it. Made all my connections and then stood back and flipped my switch. 110 volts can hurt you, but 2000 volts will arc and get you. You don't have to be actually touching it. You don't have to be really close to it. It can actually hurt you. So please be careful. Make all your connections, then turn your power on when you're not touching it. One last tip. The amount of solution that you put on your wood will change how the different designs work. This one here, which is one of my favorites, I let the solution soak into the wood a little bit before I actually turned it on. This one here I had a lot of solution on, and it burned through it pretty quick. So I'm finding a mix of just playing around with the solution, what works really well. This one didn't have very much on it, but it had soaked into the wood a lot. So play with it yourself, figure out what works for you.